We're going to Georgia. A Georgia woman bounces from house to house without paying rent. Unbelievable. I would have never believed this right here. Here we go.
Investigation into professional tenants. And in this case, being a pro is not a compliment.
It means you're good at exploiting the system to avoid paying rent. And while investigator Rebecca Lindstrom says landlords may be out thousands of dollars, in the eyes of the law, it's rarely prosecuted as theft.
It is a crime, but it's hard to get police and prosecutors to pay attention. We started looking into this after a viewer reached out and he was saying finding affordable housing is tough, especially if your credit is not so good. But it is this kind of behavior that makes it even harder for someone who needs a landlord willing to give them a chance.
Ma'am,
Have you paid rent? Have you paid rent?
You need to go. You're not supposed
Have
to
you
be
paid
here. You
rent?
need to go.
It's an easy question.
Have you paid your damn bill, bitch? Bitch, you need to get on from around here. You need to go on from around here.
This woman refuses to answer.
You don't ever question no good mama like that.
She moved in June and we started the eviction process in August.
Why?
Non-payment.
Ever.
She paid her first reservation fee, which bounced. Then she paid the deposit, which again bounced after she had moved in.
Gary Lee owns a property management company, now trying to collect for one of 6 landlords Shatil rented from in Gwinnett County. Court records show in the past 2 years, none of the landlords got paid in full. And when the money stopped, the excuses began.
This is the unit here.
Kenny Luna and 2 other landlords say Shatil claimed she couldn't pay because of problems with identity theft.
Stop. Problems with identity theft. We ain't really tripping. Listen, these is one of them up-to-date thermostats. Now, this one right here, it may just be just a little costly. It may be like 100 to 150 or something, but they is nice to look at. Yes, it is.
Claimed she couldn't pay because of problems with identity theft.
She gave me a letter from her bank saying, we have your money, but we can't give it to you.
Wait, hold on. She sound like Legend.
We have your money, but we can't give it to you.
That's a letter that she gave them from her bank, allegedly from her bank.
Because you have fraud.
But landlords shared letters from banks they could never verify, and we discovered a notarized letter full of misinformation.
She made her own, and this is what we were just talking about the background checks. You can make your own background checks. You can make your own bank letters. Remember what Legend did to his wife, allegedly? He showed her fake bank accounts. He showed her fake bank accounts. So there's so many things that you can actually do on a computer. Pack it up. That baby had the Bank of America fake paper, fake letters. This letter is to confirm that your account has been closed. And it's a fraudulent activity. We apologize for any inconveniences. You say any funds remaining in the account ending in 2966. You say please allow 5 to 7 business days for a receipt. This is what this baby printed out, and this is one of these. Professional renters. Everything is on the internet. Everything's on the internet. Hell, I was on Canva because I'm trying to make me my own certifications and stuff like that right there. I'm telling you what I am going to do. I'm making my own certifications. I'm going to make my own YouTube certifications out here in these streets. For real, for any type of industry that I say that I have a certificate in. Now, and what? What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Never verify, and we discovered a notarized letter full of misinformation. But when we tried to ask Shatil about it,
What are you talking about?
Luna says what upsets him the most is that she's doing this with her 2 children.
And I'm like, they're bouncing from house to house.
That's a good mother. That's what a good mama do.
That's not a way to live.
Guess it is for a good mama. And children's best left with their mama them.
That's not stable. She works for a place that's supposed to protect children.
Whoa, she worked for somewhere that's supposed to protect children? You say yes, and them fake checks will do too. Remember, the checks that she gave earlier, they bounce immediately. That baby not good, but look. Where does baby work at? Doing this.
Oh, yeah. We confirmed that for 5 months, Shatia worked for DFACS, Georgia's Division of Family and Children's Services.
Damn.
They're using this
She worked for DCF.
system. It's a broken system.
Nobody tracks the scope of the problem, but Lee says in his 27 years of experience, about 20% of those who fall behind on their rent are doing it on purpose. And he
They
said,
doing it on purpose, just like they be single mamas on purpose. Right. They do it on purpose.
it's getting worse. A tenant can delay an eviction by filing a response. Any response. Shatia once simply wrote, I am filing an answer to this case.
You can stretch out a eviction process by any type of response. Say, I am filing in an answer to this case. And it extends the process. Wow.
We surveyed metro counties.
Do y'all understand that? So somebody put this in effect the way you can respond and say anything and stretch the process. I wonder, is this a democratic state or city?
Around Metro Atlanta. Most
Oh, Metro Atlanta. Oh, all right, go ahead.
of the courts say they can hear cases in a matter of weeks. But in Gwinnett, like many other counties, it can take up to 6 months to actually enforce the order.
And do y'all understand, if it take that long to enforce an order, and let's say that you have a property and you have people in it, which is helping you pay your mortgage, because the house is not paid off. You have mortgages on these homes, and you need people in there renting the homes. I can't evict the bitch. It could take me up to 4 to 6 months to remove a bitch off my property, and in those 4 to 6 months, y'all do know that they don't have to pay, because this is the process. So they can actually save up their money for 4 to 6 months. But you should have to make that mortgage payment every single month. Every single month. And if something's break, y'all do know that you still have to repair it, right? Yeah. They can destroy your home and not be held accountable, and now you have to make repairs and get it ready for somebody else to move in. So the shit is almost a lose. So this is, and listen, I want darker people to understand, this is why so many people is basing renting to people on credit. There used to be a time to where they was okay with the 600 credit scores. A lot of people in different areas, they is like, if your credit score ain't 700 and up, or 750 and up, we're not gonna rent to you. A lot of people be like, well, that is discrimination. Maybe I would have thought that there about 20-some years ago, 30-some years ago, that is discrimination. But the older I would have gotten and dealing with the buying property and really understanding, that this shit is just ain't fair. This is just not fair that somebody can lay up in your shit and now you can't get money and it costs you money. And the laws is put in place like this. There should be a eviction court. Why? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Why we just cannot create an eviction court? Why we cannot create eviction courts in every state? Remember, we just sent billions and continue to send billions overseas. Remember, we are spending hundreds of millions on illegals. Why couldn't we have eviction courts? As soon as an eviction is put in, that week you can come to court. Like, this shit need to be immediately. Let's have court immediately. Hell, and why can't they even... You can make eviction court on Zoom. We can hire judges. We can hire judges only doing evictions. And if you want to cut the cost, do the majority of those court cases over Zoom. It's simple. Really, really simple.
Do these...
They say, Willie, you say, around here you can't get your lights on with bad credit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But in a lot of places, people will say, well, this is discrimination because we have people in poverty and stuff like that right there, and children that's in poverty, and they need to have places to stay. And if you just basing stuff off of people's credit, then a lot of these people, they would not have a place to stay. That's the argument that people will use, and then people's hearts will go out. Well, yes, we don't want to just go by credit and all that fly stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? Which is stupid as hell. I think you should go by credit. And listen, this keeps certain people out of your neighborhood. I'm not even saying people with good credit and excellent credit is all around good people. But one thing about it, typically people with high credit, good, like really good credit, over 700 and 750s, they actually care about their credit, they care about where they stay, and they care about property. Just in my mind, and I could be wrong. He said we have election courts in California, which in my mind, so elections should not take that long like it does in places like Atlanta. This shit is stupid.
Property owners ever end up getting that lost rent?
Look at
No. Most
Do they ever get the lost rent? Nope.
of the time it's gone.
Most of the time it's gone. So they lose. So why are we allowing landlords to lose so much? I understand a loss, but why allow them to lose 4 to 6 months? That's stupid.
Was convicted of theft in Clayton County, but was sentenced as a first offender. So exactly what she stole is sealed. Well,
You see that right there? See? And this is the problem when we let people pass. Theft of services, felonies in 2016. Obstruction of an officer. Do y'all understand if a landlord would have been able to look up these charges and see what a person has been charged with, then they can make the determination of, I don't want this person living in my shit. But then again, we also have a lot of landlords who don't even do the background checks. They just be like, oh, this mother says on the application that she's a mother of 2 or 3, and now they sympathetic. Stupid, but this is what happens.
sealed. Well, failing to pay rent is usually considered a civil matter. Property owners wish it were easier to prosecute as a crime when a pattern is clear.
But I am trying to figure out why you've bounced from house to house to house without paying rent.
On or
Bitch ain't got no answer. Bitch ain't got to answer you. Say bad credit means you don't pay your bills. Exactly.
off camera, Shatil never did answer our questions, but at least her current landlord says she is paying rent.
Oh, so she's paying rent for where she at now. Okay. Okay. What's up?
And I am told after we started asking questions, Shatil did pay what she owed to one of her former landlords. It is important to note it is the families with 1 or 2 properties willing to give someone a chance that are really being exploited.
There you go. There you go. 1 or 2 properties willing to give a darker hue single mama a chance and get used and abused. Those types of people, they don't do background checks. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about your credit like that right there. But she did reach out and pay somebody that she owes. So she did pay a debt, and maybe because she's doing better now and taxes just dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Asking questions, Shatil did pay what she owed to one of her former landlords.
Okay.
It is
So, damn it. She got to pay them all. She got to pay them all, but at least this is showing progress. At least it's showing progress, and maybe she feel bad about the things that happened in her past, and maybe she's mentally just in a different place. Maybe she's seeing her wrong and her faults and things like that, and maybe she's just trying to clean it up. That's what's up. Shout out to that baby for at least trying to make good on some debt. That's what's up, man.
important to note it is the families with 1 or 2 properties willing to give someone a chance that are really being exploited.
People that take advantage of you. Now, the one thing that they also did not show was her face. I don't like that. I don't like that they did not show her face. They tried to at least zoom in some, but because of she's sitting in the car, we really can't make her face out. And she worked for DCL. And listen. She is one who she worked for DCF, and she probably has taken women children away. She's probably one who done taking people children away out here in these doggone street. For real. So hey, shout it. Listen, man, as long as you on the up, just make sure that you pay back the people who you have hurted to clean your face, baby. You got to clean your face out here in these doggone street. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you.